What's up? I'm Evan. I'm just here to talk to y'all niggas about acid. So, first things first, acid is fucking serious, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not ready for it, don't get involved with it, man. Another thing, I was just like you know what I'm saying? I was smoking weed a lot, you know. You get high and then you realize, I want to try something else. So, I got high enough to do that shit and started looking up acid videos on YouTube and people talking about their experiences and whatnot, and it just interested me a whole lot, and I just felt like I gotta do acid, man. Like nothing's gonna stop me from doing this shit. So I eventually moved, and once I moved and got settled in or whatever, I found some. So I'm a Libra, outdoors person. I like to go on walks and stuff like that. So got home from work one day, short day of work, whatever. So I'm gonna take a walk. Took my walk, took my tab. So it takes about 30 minutes to an hour. First things first, they tell you not to do it alone, to be in a good mindset when you do it, and to do it in a place where there's not a lot of people. I broke the rule and I did that shit alone. Don't do what I did. So I take it. I'm walking. Takes 30 minutes to an hour. It hits me close to an hour in. I'm just walking, and there's these trees. This is winter time, so like trees have no leaves, just the bare trees, and I'm starting to trying to look for a change or something, to signify what I'm feeling. So I'm walking and I look up, to the left, and then the trees, they're like going like this in and out, and then I start to feel, a little weird, and I was like, oh shit, I think this is it. So what I'm saying, I was like, fuck, I know what I got myself into, and I'm walking, and things start to, just get, heavier from there, and I wasn't totally alone. I was texting my boy who's done acid before, got it from me. He was just walking me through it. I was just trying to find out what's good and what's not good to do and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I had that. So I'm walking, and first things first, my whole color scheme was fucked up. So the sky's blue, the brown dirt is brown. Trees are green, bushes are green, shit like that. No. Uh, sky first off was like purple, pinkish kind of thing. Then the ground was like a reddish color or like some kind of weird color. Trees and shrubbery and everything was like blue, green, and everything. And there's other people on the trail like walking, but I'm mainly alone. I'm trying to like, control my excitement because this shit is some shit like I've never experienced in my whole fucking life. Never even, thought about. And I mean, there's a guy on a bicycle walking, coming the opposite way on his bike. I can see him about 30 to 40 feet away. I can look at the pedals on his feet. Well, I can see his feet pedaling on that bike from like a good distance. I can see his facial expression. I can, just see him riding the bike in like high definition. The shit is amazing, I'm telling you. So he's coming, and then I just look and I watch as he goes past me, and I'm just meanwhile like, holy shit, like, what the fuck? This is a crazy shit. Like, so I'm walking on this road. It's a trail. So the trail on the road has like a yellow mark in between it. It's a black pavement road with like a yellow mark. It looks like a fucking yellow brick road, yellow road with like a different colored stripe down the middle to separate the lanes. I'm walking home and I look ahead and it seems like it's forever until I get to the end. So it's long as shit. So I'm looking at these trees, the trees with no leaves, whatever, they're like right next to me as I'm walking by. It looks like they're fucking leaning towards me as I'm walking by, but then you look at it and then it's normal again. So that shit was just crazy. I'm walking again and I just happen to look down for some reason, and I have these blue Nike shoes with the orange check on the side. So I look down and the orange check like dissolves into about 1,000 fucking dots and just melts on my shoe onto the ground. And I was just like, holy shit at this point. Like, this shit is insane. Like, but in a good way. I wasn't freaked out or anything. Because I was cool, I had an open mindset going into it. I was cool with it. But I was just like, yo, this is fucking crazy. So I'm walking home, and the trees are like spinning. Like the little branches on these trees are like going in circles, whatever. There's like millions of little dots, tracing the tree branches, and oh man, I walked over a sewer drain, and you can usually hear it, when you're sober. It's just like, you know, sounds like water, whatever. But I'm walking over it. I'm not leaning down or anything. I shit you not, like I'm walking right next to it. I can hear the shit as if it's like my ears to the fucking drain. I can hear like the water flowing, like, but I'm like a few feet away from this shit. So that can tell you like what my hearing was like. My hearing was intensified by like fucking 25. My vision is all different. Everything is like HD, man. I'm trying to tell you, and then fucking, I'm going home. So my family's I was living with my aunt. Well, I am with my aunt and my uncle at the time, and I'm going home. I didn't really know what I looked like, and I didn't want anybody else to see me until I saw what I looked like. So, I just said, hey, just went downstairs to my fucking room, with trying to avoid all that shit. Uh, went to my room, and the fucking I have to go down a stairwell. So, it's pitch black. I'm on acid. I don't think to turn on the fucking lights, but I was too scared, like, to even do that shit, because I was literally on that staircase for like 10 minutes trying to get down those fucking stairs, praying to God that nobody opened the door and saw what the fuck I was doing. I'm in the pitch black, like, crunched down on the stairs, like, holy shit, how do I get down these stairs? Just fucking terrified, because I'm seeing like these visuals, in the pitch black. And I'm kind of hearing voices and shit like that. So I'm trying to go down, and after a while, I finally get down the fucking steps. I turn on the light. Everything looks normal, for a couple seconds, and then, the visuals start to hit you again. So, I'm just chilling, trying to just, like, take everything in, like, holy shit, like, what is this, man? And, so I cool it for a little bit, just listen to some music. Music sounds 20 times better, man. I listened to my favorite song by this artist, and, it was just intensified, man. I heard every little fucking detail in the song. Man, it made for a great fucking experience. And you know, there's like different color schemes. Like they tell you, if you're in a good mood, you have to keep that good mood so you have a good trip. If you're in a bad mood, you want to get out of the bad mood. So for me, I had the good colors, which is like blue, orange, yellow, all the bright colors, when I was like thinking good, positive energy. And when I was like, feeling down or something like that, it would turn to like purple or like brown, or like, everything would start to droop and just look sad. So that's how I knew like how to keep myself up and keep myself, like on the right track. And so, I'm just sitting listening to music, and me, like, I get into the music, so it's like when the song is sad, I don't feel sad, but like I get in that sad mode, you know what I'm saying? So when the song is hard, like that hard knocking bass, so I start to get in that hard knocking bass mood. So I stick with like, what the music is. And so I mean, my trip was going up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's hard as shit just to keep a good, vibe with me. For me, it was. And yeah, after that for a while, I ended up going back to my job somehow. I don't even remember like how, I just ended up leaving or something like that. I mean, I know because I was alone, but there was other people that were doing acid too. But I just ended up by myself and shit. And I didn't want to be by myself anymore. So I was hitting up my niggas, and they were just like, yeah, just come up here. I was like, all right. And so yeah, so I'm going out this back door that I have in my room, and my fucking dad calls me. My dad, he stays like 3 hours away from me, so I'm on the phone talking to him on acid. trying to maintain calm, and I did fucking pretty good from what I remember. I mean, just try to hurry up and get him off the phone, and I mean, he eventually got off the phone. I was good, and yeah, I just ended up walking. So I mean, I have like a little back porch area I was sitting, but it's completely dark because it's nighttime, and like I was sitting in the chair, and there's these like energies or like spirits or I don't know what the fuck they're called, but like they just kept coming towards me like taunting me like Evan, oh come here, Evan, come here, just like this sounds fucking crazy, but I mean you'll understand what I'm talking about if you do acid. So I mean it was insane, and so that just taunting me and shit, and finally I was just like the acid was trying to tell me to, it was trying to pull me like saying telling me to get up and go enjoy my trip rather than stay in this dark ass area and just feel like sad. So I mean I get up and I hit up my nigga or I call him, and he was just saying like, yeah man, how you doing? I was like, man, I just want to be with y'all for real. I was like, why am I the only one doing acid by myself and shit? He was like, yeah, I got you man, I feel you. So just come up here. So I was like, alright. So he was like, you think you can make it? And I was like, I don't know, cause I'm not driving. So I mean, it's a 30-minute walk from my house to my job, to my old job. So I thought I could make it at the time, but being on acid, my sense of direction was all fucked up. So I ended up calling him, and then one of his friends, one of my friends too, she was ended up driving, so she just came and got me. After the fact, she had told me she had tried to call me like 4 or 5 fucking times, like call my name, and I almost got hit by a fucking car. So she was saying like I was tripping hard as shit. It was hard for me to get in the whip. So I finally got in the whip. I go back to my job, whatever, and everybody's there, like just looking at me like, yo, this nigga's tripping hard as shit. I don't really think about it because I'm tripping. So I mean, there's like one or two other people that are tripping acid too, but like they're on the low key about it. So I mean, we're just there or whatever, just chilling. And I go into this room where they watch this video. I work at a laser tag place, so I used to. They have to watch a debriefing video for like 5 minutes. So I go in the room thinking that this other guy in there is on acid too, and I'm just like, yo, dude, like how is your shit? And he was like, yeah, man, like when does this start? Talking about the game. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And I just ended up saying some crazy shit. He looked at me. He's kind of like stepped away, like, okay, this weird ass nigga. I didn't really think about it like that at the time. But yeah, and I just remember like after that, my other friend gave me a ride home back to the crib. So I ended up just coming back home, and I looked in the mirror, and that's another thing you're not supposed to do on acid. Do not look in mirrors. But I was like, fuck it, I need to see what I look like. So I looked in the mirror, and my eyes, I don't know if you can see my eyes, but they're dark brown, and my pupils, normal sized pupils, but my pupils were dilated to the full fucking extent. So I mean, it looked weird, but like nothing you would notice like if you didn't see me before, like my second trip on acid, I ended up talking to a cop and she didn't notice anything, but that's another story, another time. Uh, so yeah, I just looked in the mirror, I had bags under my eyes, and I just looked fucking wild. And I took a picture of myself, and it was hard as shit to do that because every time I put my phone, the acid was like trying to tell me like stop. It would make my trip go bad if I had my phone out. So I was like, alright, let me not do that shit. And yeah, so I ended up sitting back on the porch again, dark as shit, and I got in that sad mood, and I was like, alright, I gotta get up. So I ended up getting up. It's like fucking late at night, like I think it was like 9, 10, 11. That's another thing. Time is all fucked up too. I was thinking it was like 12, maybe 1, 2 in the morning. It's only like, I got back in the house like 11. So I'm out walking, it's dark, well, it's late at night, and I'm just like fucking like holy shit, like this is amazing, because once you get to a certain point in the trip, man, you start to realize, it's all a trip rather than like, you're just taking acid for the hell of it. And it's just amazing fucking experience. I'm just walking, just looking at all these sights, and I'm just taking all this shit in, man, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm walking on the sidewalks and there's like, light color schemes like going ahead of me, doing fucking dances and, going across the street and there's arrows pointing, and for my trip, I don't know how it is for other people, but I saw letters and words in everything that I fucking, encountered. So, I mean, I saw the word lysergic, I saw acid, I saw dimethyl dithylamide rather, because it's lysergic acid dithylamide. So I was seeing those three words in different letters like A, B, C, D, Z, the whole shit, just in different fucking patterns everywhere. I would look on the ground, there would be the letters L, S, D, or like A, S, D, Z, T, Y, Q, R, S, just going in a circle on the ground, like, just swirling around with millions of dots in different colors, and this was everywhere. So I mean, and then it's so much shit. It's hard to explain. It's just like I had to piss, 'cause after a while, after the acid has run its course through your body, or it starts to run its course, it starts on your tongue, but you start to feel it like coursing through your body. So I mean, like when I take it, it's like it starts back here. It's like it's a reinforcer, I guess you would say. So it's like the energy reinforces my whole body. It's like it helps me out with shit. So I mean, it was leading me in places like away from the public, away from people. I had to piss. It lit up a trail for me to like go and piss on this guy's fence, and I just did that, and I was just walking around, just taking all this shit in. Um, my trip lasted about 12 hours. Took it like 5 or 6, and that shit didn't fully go away till like almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just walking, taking this shit in, and it's just like I'm truly blessed, like just to fucking see this shit. And I mean, I was thinking that acid was gonna be like this for everybody, but I mean, like, your trip is individual to you. So I mean, whatever you see, that's your trip, and nobody can take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I read up on this shit before I did it, and it was like acid can have significant changes in your life. Make people see different ways and everything else, and it definitely had a significant impact on me. I mean, it was a little more than I expected, but I mean, that was my first trip, so I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just, I was trying to learn the ins and outs of shit, but it was fucking an amazing experience, man. I just remember, standing on my little balcony porch shit I have out here, just thinking like, what the hell, like this was like something I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life, like. And I don't know why it was $10, but I mean it should be worth way more than $10, man. Uh, but yeah, acid is that's some serious shit. So I mean, if you're not ready for it, don't fuck with it. But I mean, I was ready for it, and I fuck with it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really into all that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Not right now, but one day I will be back again. With that. So I mean, yeah, that's Evan, and that's Evan's acid trip. Nobody will probably watch this fucking video. I just had to tell somebody about this, man. And just remember, man, fucking keep it positive, man. Have a good ass trip, be with people you fucking trust and you love, man, and it's gonna be a great fucking experience, man. Alright, I'm out.